Anyways, well, holy fucking dog shit. OBS, YouTube, get your goddamn fucking shit together.
I'm coming.
So, for those who didn't see the few posts that I put into the live chat, for some reason, for no reason, my dropped frame rate did not get below 94% until the last few minutes. And that's with resetting the computer, resetting things in OBS, completely shutting down and restarting OBS, completely shutting down anything with an internet connection with the exception of Chrome, restarting the router, everything. And it just randomly decided to start working about 3.5 minutes ago. And people do this full fucking time as a job. Why is the suicide rate not higher?
Because they have dedicated graphics cards to help with this problem.
This has nothing to do with the graphics card, though. This is output from OBS to YouTube, or YouTube not accepting the output from OBS, so causing OBS to sputter.
Speaking of steering gear as being...
Did you have your ass end taken out again?
Yeah. It's okay. I've sunk 2 ships in the process.
Hey, if you're gonna go, you might as well take them with you, right?
RTMP. What was it? Hey, got a $5 super chat from Jessica G. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I've been trying. These people in here, they've heard enough of my bitching. But would it be worth having someone else host the stream next time so we can stop hearing about the computer being the only issue? I'm willing to bet it's not that, but I have thought about the idea of using a virtual client somewhere and going that route and giving that a shot, but I don't know. Something that we'll have to look into. Have you tried buying? No. Okay. So, you know what? Craven Mordick has it right. You know why we were having that problem, guys? Because fuck you. That's why. But no, Rodent no last name. I have not bought it flowers because the Omnissiah does not prefer flowers. The Omnissiah wants death.
So are we sacrificing the new wish then?
Well, it seems like we already have. I mean, he left. That was a nice shot to end the game. But for those who don't know, yeah, there's been a lot of nonsense and stupidity going on lately, and before this, I actually had a bit of an... more than a bit of an enjoyable stream with Steve about all of that nonsense.
Oh, I enjoyed it. Especially the end. Thank you, Josh.
I told her as soon as she said it, someone's gonna clip that. About rocks. Well, there were some comments about rocks, and some people who are as dumb as rocks, and some of them even claim to be atheists as well. So hey, maybe Aaron Ra has a point. No, he really doesn't, because there's colloquial usages of terms, and then there's the academic usages. And when none of the academics agree with you, you should probably shut the fuck up.
Oh, but he knows more than they do because he's a man of the people.
Yeah.
He knows what people really mean by when they say atheist.
Yeah, but no. Just no. Just
Yeah, I
no.
had fun with Steve's with Steve's um group today.
Oh, for.
On
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. I just read
well,
something
if
in
you,
the chat that I'm going to bring up right after because I have a feeling it's going to be related.
is it the Fred Knotts thing?
Yes.
Okay. Well, basically, yeah, it's the more along the lines of the whole they can't have a belief, so therefore they're atheists. I'm just like, but in order to have, even in order to potentially have a belief, you have to have cognitive abilities. Well, yeah, but they don't have cognitive abilities, so therefore they lack the belief. And I'm just like,
Lacking
I think,
belief is still a belief claim.
yeah, and I didn't even want to bother with it this morning because I had other things to do today.
And
Real world things.
and people wonder why, on top of the stream that Reds did earlier today, why
I didn't watch
I
that.
have been looking at Twitter with a side eye ever since I first heard about it. Because, you missed it? Do you want a quick highlight?
No, I'm sure it's just people are stupid and therefore.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's something more hard-hitting, something more poignant, and something that is an actual, real issue that needs to be addressed.
Yay.
How easy or difficult do you think it would be to find pornography of an illegal nature on Twitter?
If I didn't know already what that was about, if that's what the topic of the video, I would probably say very hard, but I know better.
Yeah, and what makes it even worse is there are a number of people, recently myself included, who have been reporting accounts and posts of that stuff, and it has taken weeks, in many cases, for Twitter to do a damn thing about it. Now, mind you, if you call someone a raging cunt in a tweet, you're suspended within 24 to 48 hours. But post someone diddling a fucking kid, and your account's still there. After weeks. After weeks of people reporting it. Yeah, to say that topic is one that will get me to be the true Angry Eagle really fucking quick, yeah. There aren't many people that I would wish imminent, immediate, complete harm against. Not death, because oh no, death isn't
too easy.
Death isn't entirely too good for them. It's a way out for them. They can't have that. I'm talking shit that even the most depraved despot in history would look at it and go, whoa, tone it back. Yeah, Ashcott, you would think that they would have the filter able to detect nudity or other things. But no, Twitter is fucked up. So if you actually go to my Twitter, my most recent tweet where I tweeted directly to Jack, directly to the originator, owner, founder of Twitter, calling out the glaring fucking problem that his platform has, I suggest you do the same. Because under many circumstances, I would call for a boycott of certain platforms. Fuck that. We need to put as much light on that shit stain as possible to disinfect it.
So, Jerry, tell us how you really feel.
And and this is me keeping the reins on it. But so now that is out of the way, so Steve decided to put a poll out there, and it triggered the fuck out of a few people. So, who here thinks... I'm going to put it my own twist to it. There are going to be a couple phases to this. Who in the live chat and on the panel believe that Kyle deserves to go to jail with the facts that are known as of right now?
With the facts that are known right now, I do, because he's in contempt of court.
Oh, I would put it on the fraud to boot. The contempt of court is just the icing on the cake. That he deserves to go. What about you other two?
Well, the contempt of court, civil contempt. So, yeah. Not that I say that he should be sentenced to jail, but you could civil contempt. You can put him in jail until he complies.
Maybe it'll be a good wake up call.
But that's the thing. Deserving of going, yes. Now, do any of you think that it will actually come to that, at least on the contempt side of things?
No.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards no on the actuality at this point too, because for all the stupid shit that you've done and said recently, Kyle, I don't think you're that bad. But guess what? We'll find out soon enough.
I don't know. It depends on his actual level of self-delusion. So.
Like I said, we'll find out. Because that, realistically looking at it, that is the only reason why he would end up going at this point, is if his ego is so unchecked that it puts him there. That's what it's going to come down to at this point. Fred Knotts...
Well, we all know that's the case.
Well, Fred Knotts, so this part is a civil type contempt, so it's either you go to jail until you comply, or you just end up complying, being forced by the court immediately without having to do that. So there's not a probation.
Yeah, in legal terms, they refer to that as holding the keys to your own prison.
Yeah.
Because basically, you can release yourself at any time as soon as you comply with the orders of the court.
Mm. Now, Fred Knotts does bring up a good point. Afterwards, if it goes towards embezzlement and it actually goes towards the criminal charges, then yeah, I see jail time in the future, because what has been demonstrated so far would support the telling and the explanation of the chain of events that would make it a quite the breach of business protocol there, Kyle. Which, oh wait, that's what I've been saying you fucked up on from day one of this whole nonsense.
Say it ain't so.
So apparently Burns is getting the bird. Yeah, we can fix that.
I thought Burns likes getting the bird.
Hey.
Well, it is a cat. Cats like to go after birds. I mean, come on now.
Fred Knotts does bring up a good point. Technically, he would be a repeat offender, which would not bode well for him. But at the same time, I'm not sure how much that history would factor in, because it would only factor in at sentencing.
And also, would they even factor in prior history, depending on the severity?
Yeah. So, I know there was another super chat that came in from NANA. 60% of the time works every time. That's part of why I tolerate statistics.
Nice one there.
5 out of 4 people agree.
Oh.
Karis, any input to that?
She's muted.
He's 1, muted. 2, have you read the meme on screen? Ah.
Nah.
And there it is. No name. It's more of a follow-up to the stream that I did with Steve just prior to this, although it ended over a fucking hour ago.
It took you an hour to get your OBS up.
Yeah. Wait a minute, why am I not seeing Furball in the chat? There he is.
He's there.
Yeah, I saw people mention him, but I was scrolling up, it's like, I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
It's because he was in my texts.
Oh. Oh, for a second I thought it was going to be because of how short he is.
Because what?
How short he is. It's easy to miss someone when you're looking over their head.
He's there. There's nothing.
We're up on the sidewalk right now, not in the gutter.
I can take us to the gutter. Does Karis like my new sound effect?
I'm coming.
So I came here for the food porn.
See, there was just somehow I just knew that the show would end up there at some point tonight. I'm just surprised Coral isn't here yet because she was all about them dicks.
Yes, she was. Where's God's auditor? He needs to be in here too.
It is late enough for him if anyone wants to pester him. I mean, it's not like he's not in the Discord server where the link is posted.
He was busy on Twitter too.
Yeah. Oh, that Twitter thread. I don't know how.
Hold up here.
You know what? You might as well because you'll see what it started with. And you majestic motherfuckers. With where the conversation afterwards went, I
don't think you check your DMs much.
Oh, well, there's that too. How all of you are able to do that with such a random comment.
All right.
You were in the Navy.
Not everybody in there.
See, exactly. There are non-military people there who were right on board with it and egging it on. Oh no, not that one. You gotta actually highlight the first one because, like I started to say to people, I was seeing a lot of bullshit going on, and I decided for myself to go, you know what? I don't need to be a part of this. You guys have fun. I'm gonna go do something else.
Yeah, liar.
Hush you.
Oh, I forgot. That was in DMs, not public.
So, I come back, I make that known, and we go from how I decided to tell people to eat a dick and die, for lack of a better term, to God's auditor saying that he loves dick. Now, I know he's Army, and it should be pretty apparent to everyone, but You gotta not give a layup so much there, man.
He, again, like I said on Twitter, was he wrong? I would contend he was not.
I've tagged him on Discord and Twitter.
Okay, so I have two answers to this one because I've eaten at that restaurant and the food is good. The other connotation, I'm clueless on. So I'm going to have to take your word for it, but it's one of those delicacies that I'm not
you told
keen
me.
on
Okay,
trying.
okay.
Jared, No Name has a question.
Is pre...
Really?
It depends on who you're with, because it's either an insult or a compliment.
I think if it's during the first 5 minutes of a night that stretches on to say like 6 hours, it'd probably be a compliment. I have no history to base this off of course.
Uh-huh.
I don't do quickies.
Just like I've never had a one-night stand.
One night fall?
No, it's more like 3.
Oh, okay.
A different story, different time. What if it's 3 minutes before even getting the trousers off? Again, it could be a compliment. Or your name could be Jason.
I am Craven Mordic. Furball, what am I welcome for?
A night. See, now, if you can lob shots from the live chat, what's keeping you from being on the panel there, buddy?
He's busy.
Apparently not busy enough.
That'll be remedied.
Oh no, Magda. 3 is just the shortest nights. And speaking of premature finishing, I'm almost done. Okay. But yeah, so we ended up on the conversation about regional delicacies. I still say Missouri peach is the most enticing.
Show me state.
Hey, that's what they say that a good writer can do. Show, don't tell.
I have no comeback to this.
Alright, I didn't miss any. Fred Knotts. Rocky Mountain oysters. Avoid. From what I've heard of what they are, I will have to agree. Again, I have to admit, I'm not the most adventurous when it comes to food. Because there are some things that just... No.
Don't say it, goddammit.
No, just no.
Okay, I thought you were going somewhere else.
There are some things that people think are food that they're just not.
Especially when it's postage stamp size.
Hey, I live in the same state as Nikki Daly.
Yep, NA hit it right on the spot. Yeah, we'll go with that one. But yeah, so God's auditor just kept digging the hole. On your way
You
out,
mean like with this comment?
yeah, on your way out of town, you'll be taking some on the airplane. He took
Let's see.
7 dicks
3
on
for
the
him,
airplane.
3 for him, two for his wife, and then 2 more on his way to Colorado.
And there
So he got
has
more
to
dick for
be,
his wife.
and he
Also-
loved it.
Also, Furball, listen to Jessica. I mean, as far as you coming on.
Wow. and some people thought autocorrupt was only for text messages.
Fuck off, Jason.
Verbal, it helps if you unmute.
Oh.
And it starts. Immediately, it freaking starts.
Here you go, Verbal.
I'm coming.
You
Jesus Christ.
No, you're not. You're not even breathing hard. Don't lie.
again, tempo, intensity, and frequency.
You fucking know what?
And that wasn't even the outcome that I was going after. But I know there's more that I have to check.
Hi.
Oh. How you doing over there?
Well, to answer your question from earlier this week, I got another room key.
But wait a minute. Well, no. The more important question is, how many of the previous ones did you actually leave with the hotel? Because you had what, 3 of them? 4?
My room or all the rooms I had access to? Because I left about 30 of them behind. I only kept my room. We left a table of keys behind.
Are you planning on making a mural?
I think he is.
That's not a bad idea. But I do still, I think I have 1 or 2. Yeah, I've got. So we've got the last week, and then we've got the next week.
Oh, Helios, you stepped it in. I didn't even see this one.
Oh.
Craven Mordrick Dick, his name was Mark, and I followed him to the beach.
And you're still getting sand out of everywhere.
Oh, and then God's followed up with this.
Well, at least they're going the pro route, but the question is, tested or not?
I'm going to venture to say not.
No, I think there might actually be some hygiene testing there. So if I remember
Let
right...
me look up the King County. Let me look up their...
Oh, Leon, different kind of trip. I could definitely see that happening. Be a shame if someone were to go into all of those rooms and leave chocolate laxatives on the pillows. Now, I can neither confirm nor deny that this ever happened in Thailand on one of the occasions that the battle group pulled in, but yeah, that was a sight.
Hi, Jessica.
Yeah, see, I'm selective about that stuff, Harris.
Jared, looks like they're Looking like they're getting well tested there.
Selective about what?
Who I share certain things with.
You had. Oh, I guess that was after show, wasn't it?
Yep.
So here you go. They're all excellent in their tests, Jared.
Mm.
That's a lot of dick to try out.
That was my objection too.
Well, not only do you
Oh,
have
so
dicks, you
smart,
also have,
God.
No, they're
not
child
only do you have
tested.
dicks, you have Dickie's barbecue.
What's that quote? Child tested, mother approved.
Is that a cat in someone's mic?
Or just a mic moving around. Now, no name. I know we've gone over the proper terminology on this channel before. It's Katoy.
Katoy or non-Katoy?
Yeah, it's quite the game show to see on TV. But then again, if you want to see that kind of quality entertainment, you have to sign years of your life away. Wait. NANA is the same age as Furball, and yet is admitting that Furball looks younger. I could really make him feel bad.
For what?
Because I'm not that much younger than Furball,
You're my age.
but do I look it?
I didn't know you Jared was 27.
Some of us age more gracefully than others.
So I like this poll question Steve's got going here.
Aren't we like only a few months apart?
Is it that? Might even only be a few weeks. Trying to remember. We can go over that later. But yeah, so
Or you could check your damn messages once in a while.
I check them when I'm able.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Ozzy, how you doing?
But so out of 223 votes, I see you haven't voted yet.
Oh yes, just found it. I just noticed it today. But I like the comment right here.
I preferred Steve's other one. Or no, that was Chesh's.
That was Cheshire.
Is Steve Hitler?
No, I made a comment on it after the all closed down because I went reading through some of. Somebody said, "Is Steve Stalin?" And Chesh's like, he doesn't have the mustache for that. And I'm like, well, the whole question should be, is Steve Mao Zedong? She laughed at it.
If they really want to go down some of these comparison routes like that, might as well go absurd with them. But I still think Kyle will not end there because he's going to eventually begrudgingly do what he's been told.
We have a foremost look in the mind that I've ever seen to date.
What's that?
It's coming up.
Oh,
I like that one.
That is... Sorry. That is actually very, very accurate. Although I'm not sure if we should denigrate it with the unicorn.
Well, they do think they exist. They're
Do
just being
they,
hidden
though?
off in Iceland. They're being held in Iceland to protect the northern seawall around the North Pole. Yeah, I'm just coming up with shit out of my ass. Sorry.
gotta protect the flat Earth ice ball.
No, that's the penguins on the in Antarctica.
Yeah, sure. I forgot about them.
This is the protect the drain plug.
Random question: are vampires atheist? Actually, if
No, because they can't go into churches. They have to believe in some sort of a deity that enforces that.
I was gonna say, if you actually go into the lore, yeah, they were actually heavily religious.
Depends on the vampire.
Oh, okay, so this could be an interesting one. Which ones are coming to mind for you? Because are you going the interview with a vampire route?
I'm just saying there's different vampire myths. Not all of them have any issue with churches or holy water, for example.
Just sunlight.
And now I'm gonna something different. Politics, everybody, politics.
And now for something completely different.
Ironically, that works here because the UK. In the UK, we are given the choice between a crow with anal beads around her neck or a dodgy. Now we have a man who got stuck on a zip line. In the US, I imagine Biden would sniff the zip line first.
Yes, Jared.
Wow.
Oh no, even better. The gif of Horace actually being stuck.
Hold on,
To answer your question, Jared, yes.
I only have one thing to say that I wasn't aware the UK had better candidates than we did.
Oh, speaking of,
Oops, I should open an incognito tab for that. This needs a proper response.
All right, so I've gotten responses from God's Auditor on Twitter. What's happening now? He's like, "Damn it, you guys had to pick. You had to pick when I'm hanging out with the wife to talk about my area of expertise."
For both stuff. Wait a minute.
I
So-
didn't prompt it. Hold on.
this
I get
is
proof of this.
this is why I say dude, you gotta learn when to stop digging. Yeah, God's Auditor. You know what? Maybe I should have said it publicly, but while that conversation was going on, I actually DM'd Coral and was like, well, I think we just found the topic for this week. Because someone out there wanted to kink shame foodies. Incognito. Well, that was quite the emphatic. Anything else going on? Social distancing event.
What was it I heard?
I'm not saying what came to mind there.
I heard something on radio this morning. It was funny. There's now an app or a web page out there for people who are anti-maskers to date.
What?
They're saying we're not afraid of a virus, so we can kiss.
Oh, who watched Chester's stream yesterday about politics? By the way, just out of curiosity.
I actually missed it because I had something to do at work.
Well, the whole point of it is she's reading articles in Canada would be considered a moderate conservative based on her positions.
Okay.
She just shared a meme out that I find rather interesting. It jumped on me, the bastard.
Don't you hate it when it does that?
Oh yeah, I saw that one earlier, and so much for the party at diversity, huh? Just wait. Damn auto corrupt. Again, there was a reason why I asked the question. And yes, no name, that is what my phone says because I'm a lazy bastard and I haven't customized any of the ringtones yet. Now, mind you, I've had this phone for February, March. Coming up on 7 months.
Jessica, the entire panel's opinion is in favor of pineapple on pizza.
Bullshit.
Yes.
I can concur.
I will be the lone dissenting voice. Where do I submit my my dissent?
Submit right onto the floor.
I'll put a pineapple pizza on the floor. Stomp all over it. Where's my phone? Do that right now.
20 grand on PC system.
NA, we do not fuck pineapple on pizza or anywhere else.
Hey, no kink shaming. No kink shaming.
Foodies are people too.
Okay.
Zombies were people.
Were people. Well, what makes a person? Do we really want to go down that philosophical rabbit hole?
Well, they don't have to be human according to Christians because the person of the Holy Spirit, therefore not necessarily human. In Sunday school, we were taught a person has its own wills, goals, emotions, objectives, that sort of thing. So a dog should qualify, as should a horse and other things that have a personality.
Well, to be more specific on it, what makes a person?
Are you talking structure?
Check your messages, Karis.
Oh,
this
wait.
is how you make a person.
I don't. This is
Well, I was going to say, how much alcohol are we talking about? Because that can lead to some questionable choices.
I'm not wrong, am I?
Or better yet, here's an answer that is able to be said publicly. It's
That
the
makes a person something.
it's the decision to, instead of being a toaster strudel, to being a Twinkie. Think about where the frosting goes.
I love watching Karis try to figure those things out.
Are you happy with yourself?
It's bringing a good bit of enjoyment to the evening.
I'm glad. Anything to put a smile on your face.
Must not sing that song. Must not sing that song. But, actually, yes, I have contemplated that last one you sent. The musical recommendation, I meant.
Oh. Right.
I think I might actually be able to do that one.
What?
The
Oh, right.
There you go.
Meanwhile, god damn it, Purple.
That seems to be a running theme. Wait. No, not touching that one. No. So, back to the whole wonderfulness that's been going on lately.
Got another response, by the way.
In my opinion, there is actually a restaurant better than Dick's in Washington. God. Now, so I doubt those of you who were in the southern part of Puget Sound would know of this place. Barbecue joint. It's up on Whidbey Island in Oak Harbor. It is top 3 barbecue that I've ever had. And they're the type of place that actually, they only have about maybe a dozen total menu items.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
They do. You bet I have to work.
Or else you'd go up there. You're
It's been on the plan of things to do.
worth it. This is the type of place that every weekday you either have to leave the base early for lunch,
Or have a
or
late lunch later.
or do a late lunch, because that place is packed. And actually, not far from there, there's actually the most culturally accurate Japanese food restaurant as well when I was there, where they actually had the properly cooked gyoza and also a bunch of the other cutlet meals. So, yeah, that is one thing I do miss about how much I used to travel is I like food.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much
Hey.
as some other people, but
Somebody's in the chat for you, Jared.
I'm cutting up.
Tagging
for my
me.
bed.
See you, Lord Bird.
yeah.
Later,
Wait.
birds.
Wait, what? Who? Huh?
Look who's in the chat, tagging me.
I'm missing it.
At 11:12 p.m. Right, at least on mine, right underneath Magda's.
Gotta go.
Actually, sandwiched between Magda and Nikki.
Oh, I know he's been out there. Which is why I'm still giving him shit for his affinity for a, shall we call it, a Wiener Schnitzel? Oh. Now, NANA, I know why you're making that request, but unfortunately, the puppies aren't able to go on camera. It's the wrong
Yeah,
site for that.
Next Friday I'll have puppies on camera.
What?
Next Friday I'll actually be home.
Lies.
Usually.
Well,
At least not deliberately.
let's hope that Snowball survives the next week. Because, well, what reports have you gotten from home about the difficult ones?
Someone's peeing on the floor. The blind husky made her way around behind the couch and through my wife's little end table that's half the size of her, and she got her way through it, and it took all of them to try and get it off of her. But the really tricky part is I'm getting home on Friday or Sunday night, and then my wife is leaving for a week or two on Monday. So I will be at home with all 3 dogs, 2 cats, a chameleon, and 2 children. I can't guarantee who's going to be alive when my wife gets back.
It's gonna be a scene straight from Lord of the Flies. Just let her know already.
I told her of the humans, 2 of us will be alive. I can't guarantee which 2.
I gave you my recommendations.
I told you I'm going to be calling you daily, probably crying.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I want attention.
Hey.
What?
Up here. Yeah, I haven't taken my dinner out yet. So sue me.
Nah.
I'll have to make a video when I get home on Sunday night though, because the younger husky and
Okay.
Snowball usually lose their mind after I've been gone for a couple days.
Yeah, I'll have to... Speaking of, one of mine has been annoyed at how much I've been working lately, to where she's decided that it's a nice idea that when I jump on you to kiss you, I'm going to try to nibble on your chin. It's like, yeah,
It's a love
no.
nip.
From a 75-pound lab? No, thank you.
Hey,
Mine's a
when I'm trying to-
70-pound German Shepherd cross, and she does that to me.
Sometimes when I get really affectionate, I nibble too.
Ye- I'm not allowed to comment on this, am I?
Smile and nod. Smile
Moving
and nod. Just remember, it's only bad if you leave marks that last more
We did
than a day.
discuss-
That came up.
Among other things, like Craven's fucking comment.
You're
That-
allowed to comment on anything, though. Just be fair. Just whether you
Jared,
want
how
to
could
is
you
a different
fucking
question.
Yeah, that's the comment that caught my attention. And see, tonight is one of those nights I'm actually
Yes.
loving that I don't have a camera hooked up to the computer.
Nope.
Because the amount of face palming I've been doing in reaction to some of the stuff that I've seen is just... Some of it has been for laughter, others have been because some people are just that wonderfully intelligent. Yeah. Yeah, I'll mess up that word for it. I'm not even going to touch that comment from Adam. See, there was a saying that I used to use often was, practice makes perfect. And we haven't achieved perfection yet, so why stop?
Did you two discuss this in DM or something?
Would you be surprised if I said no?
Moving on.
Little bit surprised. I'm not. Alright, you two are a bad influence. Because I just had another comment pop into my head that I could have said, but it's better that I didn't.
We'll save it for off air then.
So instead, no, I'm going to send it on DM.
I knew that was coming.
And LRJ88 has it right. They're just on the same wavelength of fuckery. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Birds of a feather.
Flock together. Flock together.
Reason I would not survive. Hi, Jay. I keep forgetting he's here.
What did I miss?
Nothing important. You can watch the stream
Liars.
after.
Liars. It's all important.
We had a prep conversation. Do not interfere. Okay, Adam. Hey, you do you. I won't stop you. The only thing I stop people for are terms of service violations.
Demonetization, not so much though, which is why we're still here.
Hey, the super chats are still on, so YouTube hasn't caught on yet.
Yet.
Let's try not to jinx. You know what? Maybe that's why I've been having such problems getting the stream to actually stay solid at the beginning. It needs the proper coaxing.
So which one should I drink? The very cheap vodka?
What are the other options?
I'm not a fan of vodka, so.
I don't have any alcohol
Apple flavored
in it.
rum.
Rum, no, I'd take that over vodka.
Or Jameson.
But it's apple flavored rum.
True. Jameson, okay, yeah.
The only thing, actually, I have not paid for a single. People just give them to me. That's why I don't bitch about my alcohol.
I don't know how much do we want to make him suffer tonight, guys?
I like no names.
See, to me, the Jameson's off the table because that's the only real drink that he has there.
I was gonna say that's what I said. Jameson's, that's the only option. So
I don't understand what No Name is saying. Oh.
Yeah,
See-
read up a little farther.
Yeah.
I do me so much that I get turned on when I see my own hands.
But you know what? I agree with Craven. Apple flavored rum.
Pour by me.
Rum.
Just
No,
given.
I thought it was vodka. I was going to say, I've had apple flavored vodka. But
Yeah,
not rum.
some
Okay.
flavored vodkas have a purpose.
It depends on the mood. I mean, all of it depends on the mood. Usually I like creamy. That's usually my mood.
I'm going to
Shut
clip
up,
that. Said it, not me.
But see,
Hey, Verbal, make sure you get a copy of that.
but you know, I am leaning towards saying you got to drink that apple rum just to see the look on your face as you take a chug.
See, God's auditor says that chocolate whipped vodka is good. And yes, Nikki, creamy. Like Bailey's.
you
Chocolate, nice. Chocolate whipped cream vodka with with Kahlua, and just a little bit of heavy cream.
Right, but not too much because I'll trip up my gag reflex.
Gotta behave, gotta behave, gotta behave.
When have you ever...
All right, let's get this bus back out of the ditch and onto the road.
Since when
But
have you
but
ever...
off-roading is so much fun.
you don't like mud?
I mean,
I am not saying.
I just noticed that I have texts. Jesus, from 12 minutes ago. I'm sorry.
You're such a slacker.
It's okay, you must not love me anymore.
So,
Crazy girlfriend.
Yep.
now here's something though.
And also line though.
We can actually go ahead and bring something up that we did a little bit of a test of earlier today.
Wait, hold on. No Name has a wonderful point. No Name says gag reflex. Sometimes there really are advantages to having a modestly sized endowment, and I could not agree more.
Proper sized, above average.
Smart. It doesn't have to be above average. It can be well below average and be very effective, and sometimes be just a relief.
She's trying to make you feel better, Blake.
No. No. He would not
sorry,
qualify for
sorry.
any of that.
The look on the face with what the topic was, prime opportunity.
I cannot wait. I'm
I
going to
don't know if
clip
she
that
was
out and
paying
make a
attention.
gif of it.
Blake would not be anywhere in that segment of the conversation. Not that I would know. Hypothetically speaking.
Anyways, as I earlier today, we were doing a bit of a test on the Discord server to
Nikki is like, oof.
so
Oh, hypothetical.
myself and a couple others have we did a test earlier to see to take a look at the feasibility of something where just get a little more of something that we can actually do as friends in a non-offensive or questionable way. And came across a game that right now is on sale for only $7 when normally it's what, almost 30. Where you can actually get better cooperative play than what Team Skeptic has had on Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Well, it is Call of Duty. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. This one, though, is from Games Workshop, but it is Warhammer. It does fit more into the other series that's next episode is a week from tomorrow. Where, oh god, we're talking Insurrection. Fuck.
Oh, and I won't have to be there for it.
Oh, I just might push it later in the night so we could have a special guest and you'd be able to join as well. Because that's how much I love that movie. God,
I should be there this time.
Okay. I
I
mean, literal that, just okay.
Yeah. But, anyways, so what we did is we ran a test to see if we could have the group of us who are co-op playing stream into Discord, while at the same time we record it independently to actually then do a bit of a highlight reel as a produced video after, and do it in such a way that we have the audio captured from each of our gameplays, so the audio that you hear when you zoom in actually matches the weapons fire that you're watching.
I apologize, I was not muted while I was typing. I didn't realize.
No.
So which game is this?
Deathwing.
Deathwing.
So we've started testing the creative setup that we would have to do on the audio side, so we can record the gameplay, just the game audio, from the four of us who would actively be playing, and then have a separate recording that is the voice chat that those of us in the squad would be able to have set aside as well. But here's a catch. Anyone who wants to come in and mess with us, make fun of us, or watch it as we are playing live and doing the recording would be able to join us in the Discord server and watch and pick which screen they want to go with at the time.
Deathwing. I'm not seeing it for $7.
It is not on Steam for that price. It is actually a discount through another vendor. Which then
Which one?
Actually, it... Ask Leon. Well, Burns has already left. So, right now, the roster of players... Myself, LRJ88, Lord Burns, TD Lane, and the Athens 619. that's the roster we have to pick from right now. Anyone else wants to be potentially in on it, let us know. We can message myself, Leon, or actually Peter Harrington too. He'll be able to get you guys the link. Message any or all of us on the Discord server. We'll get you the link with the discount code. I believe it expires... It's either in a day or 2 days that the sale is up.
I found it for $13.05. Yeah, where it was on Steam.
No,
Not the same vendor, I'm assuming.
no. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me be all fanciful and use my other device, because I know it's in there. Yeah. You know what? Screw you. Because of all the resetting I did, I have to reset that.
I got it.
Yep, from Fanatical. And we are doing the Enhanced Edition.
Yep, I could get it for $13.05 on my other site.
Oh, you already put it in the basic chat link. Okay, good. So you have that. We can do a watch rotation on who's available to be part of the squad, because we are limited to 4 people in a squad to do the co-op. But tomorrow at noon, so in just over 12 hours, we're actually going to be giving it a go on the server to play and record with the full squad. Not sure if it's going to be TD Lane or the Athens first. I think it will be TD Lane joining the 3 of us. And we are going to do it in basic chat initially. From there, we may end up setting up a dedicated area for that, and to where people can come in and spectate, join in on the voice chat. And like I said, so Craven, you thought it was complex? No, it's kind of simple. Think about a picture-in-picture, or better yet, think about like what we're seeing here on the panel, where you can see the 4 individual areas. You would be able to see the point of view from each of the 4 players. And hey, I want to see it from this one's point of view. So you just go and click that one, and then you're watching from there. Oh, now I want to switch. So you stop watching there. Okay, now I want to watch here. So you go there, and wait a minute. I shouldn't do that one. Jessica will get too happy, and then we'll lose her for a while as she has to go clean up. But then you can also switch over to here. Now, the entire time you're doing this, the voice chat stays the same. So that side of it, you don't have any changes. But you'll end up going from player to player to player at your leisure. And then the produced video of highlights will actually give you that divided look. And then as someone does something epically stupid, like me, we'll zoom in on that and watch from their point of view. Or if one of the other players is watching as it happens, zoom in and watch it from their perspective.
Space Hulk, Deathwing.
Yep.
On Fnatic, and the price listed is in a non-American money, but it's just under $7 US. And yes, Craven, you would be able to watch it and do it that way from your phone. We just have to... Tomorrow will be the last bit of experimentation with it, because I'm going to see if I can get it to where I can still pipe in my game's audio onto my feed. Because that was the only thing that didn't work. I could record the audio fine, but, you know, when you come up with an idea and try to see if you can make it work in the span of about 30 hours, it doesn't always go the right way initially.
You're kind of stealing my thunder and what I have planned for Star Wars
Dude. Before
Not
you,
doing-
before
not
you,
doing it just
before you do that, before you go on to that, let me answer God's Auditor's question. If I am awake in time, which I should be, I will be in one of the voice chats on the server at noon Eastern tomorrow. So just over 12 hours from now. Now, Jay, would you like to tell everyone what you have going on?
Well, what I'm trying to do is get 4 people together that can record and play at the same time, and we can all chat together and play the 4 main story arcs on either side, light side or dark side, and then to me so I can edit them all together into like basically an episodic show. When we get together on like Coruscant or Drum and Koss, when you get done with your first core worlds, your first main, the seeing the different angles of battles that you guys are fighting against the groups of AI would be interesting. Just from a content perspective, in my opinion.
Yeah. What is... So, what else does everyone have going on? I mean, we know what you two at the bottom have going on, but aside from that,
What?
Apparently, the Canucks won today.
I'm the only one at the bottom.
Eiffel Tower? Wait, never mind. Furball, so you'd mentioned that when you get back home, you're gonna be saddled with the kids.
Oh, God. Yeah.
So, for the channel-wise, I know you had been kicking around other things, and actually had heard from a little birdie that you had sent some things along to help someone with something that you injured yourself on.
Yes. I sent the laser and one of my mirrors to Blue as part of his Cavendish. My channel isn't dead. It's just on life support. Work has been psychotically insane. Hence the different hotel room from the one I was in last week. As of right now, I have no more hotel rooms in my future, for now. But I'm sure that'll change over the next week. But yeah, on Monday, I go home Sunday. Wife goes away on Monday. Don't know when she's coming back yet. If she comes back, she might realize it's a better option. But until then, I'm working from home and trying to keep children alive. But that just means I put them to bed early and I can be here on Friday. From my actual office.
Something for you to say, Furball.
What's that?
I swear, I had nothing to do with that one.
What? What did I miss?
I don't know if Karis did that because she sent something or if she read Craven's comment. I'm hoping.
Oh, Craven Mordick has been on a roll tonight. That is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm good at injuring myself. I don't need help.
Well, it's only a little prick.
Little is a relative term.
Yeah, that is actually quite true. With that, it is getting late. It is getting to that delirious point.
I have to work tomorrow.
Ha 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 ha. Well, so I might have to work tomorrow too. I am on call this weekend, and while it's been a mostly quiet week where I've actually had time to sit in the office, at the same time, it's kind of annoying because it gets boring.
Hey, Jared, I'm going to send you a picture.
Okay.
This has been my office for the past week.
I'm not sure if it's the picture that I want to see.
Don't hate.
Yeah. You know, I think I could throw you that far. Or at least try.
That's been my office for the past week.
Do I want to know?
You've already seen him. It's been my perch at a bar that I couldn't drink at.
Right.
See, yeah, I think that would be the most frustrating part.
Oh, the most frustrating part is showing up before the bar opens and then wheeling out all the alcohol behind you.
And you couldn't have any.
Bastards.
That generally is a problem with business trips, is you gotta behave. There are some professions where trips, like business trips, actually mean something. Like, generally, I'm at a client site where I'm there to make sure that things are actually installed and running and programmed and functioning properly, and heavy equipment and alcohol do not mix. Okay, I think I missed enough of the live chat to not know what they're... Oh god, what the hell is going on now?
Yeah, I'm just seeing what God's Otter is talking about, and I'm not sure I want to know.
No, I'm looking on screen as like, oh, what the hell is Menace to Sobriety saying now?
I like the fact that he's arguing with a lawyer about it, too.
And I think this makes example number 6 of why I would be perfectly okay with Twitter not being a thing anymore.
Craven, I have that skill too, hence the food porn conversation referenced earlier from Twitter. Craven says, everybody has a skill of some kind. Mine is turning anything into an innuendo.
Hi, have you met me? There is something to be said about having a particular slant when you view things, and it actually... There was a video that I came across actually yesterday where it went into the psychology of that area of things, and it actually gets to be rather interesting, because there's what they call triggers, and not in a bad way, not in a, oh my god, you're so triggered, you... No. Not the idiocy way, but an actual... The way your brain reacts, the way your cognitive abilities react to something do play into certain things of a sexual nature on whether or not they are the switch to get your mind going in a certain way. Some of us, that switch is broken.
The switch for me that turns that on is called consciousness.
Like I said, some of us, that switch is broken. Now, whether or not that's a good or bad thing is where the rest of your cognitive abilities come in, because, well, I don't know, Furball, how many of your superiors have you fondled lately?
Karis doesn't count. None.
Oh, God.
How recent? Qualifies as recent.
That's true. Also, how recent.
60 days.
Yes.
What?
I mean, no.
No.
Maybe.
No.
It's a definite maybe. But with that, we are going to call it a night. I need to
check
drink.
your DMs.
Drink. Well, I know I'm looking at that and I'm thinking I need a drink first. A very, very strong drink first.
I'm sorry.
No, well, you know what? If you're a part of it,
Kind of, but indirectly. I sent you.
all right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Everyone, if you're not familiar with what's coming up recently, well, yeah. See, it's been too long of a fucking day. Too long of a day. Time to end it properly. And we will catch you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Ring my bell to be a special subscriber.